Hello, everyone. I'm Eric Breeden. I've just created a YouTube channel, and this is my official channel. I hope you'll support me. Young and the Restless. Spoilers Wednesday. Full episodes April 22. Welcome back to our channel, where we dive into the latest and greatest updates from Genoa City. Today is a fantastic day to unpack some seriously heavy drama, corporate backstabbing, and shocking family secrets that are about to shake up our favorite characters. Grab a drink and let's get right into the madness. Okay, so I've been thinking about this, and honestly, my brain is just spinning in a million different directions right now. Here's what's bugging me about the whole situation at the Genoa City Athletic Club. We have Nate Hastings bumping into Stephanie Simmons, just a casual little run-in at the GCAC, right? But like, is anything ever actually casual in this town? Obviously not. So they start talking and somehow wait. Let me back up. Actually, no. First, I should mention the overall corporate chaos that's been happening lately, because everyone is already on edge with the Newman and Summers drama, which I will absolutely get to later because that is a whole other rabbit hole. But anyway, they're at the GCAC, and Stephanie suddenly realizes that Nate knows Olivia Winters. And I'm just sitting here analyzing this to death. Like, yeah, he knows her. She is literally his mother. It's so funny when characters have these sudden light bulb moments about family trees. Like, basically, Stephanie is completely shocked to see that little Nate is now this grown, successful man. You know what I mean? It's kind of a classic soap trope, the whole "I remember when you were this big" thing. Do you guys love when the show honors its past like that? Because I genuinely do. I love the continuity. But wait, I'm getting sidetracked. So Stephanie is talking about Olivia, and there's all this dialogue about what Nate is doing in Genoa City and how incredibly proud Olivia is of her son, which is sweet, right? Really sweet. But then again, that doesn't explain why Stephanie is actually in town right now. Nate asks her, naturally, because he's polite, or maybe he's subconsciously fishing for info because he's a smart guy, what brought her to town? And she plays it so safe. She gives the classic unfinished business line. Technically true, but come on, we all know she's dodging the real issue. What was I saying? Oh, right, the dodging. She completely avoids talking about Malcolm Winters' health condition. Why? Obviously, there's doctor-patient confidentiality, but in Soapland, people blab about medical records all the time. I mean, hospital databases in Genoa City are basically public libraries. So maybe she's protecting Holden, or maybe she just doesn't want to drop a massive life-altering bomb on Nate right there in the middle of the GCAC dining room over a plate of appetizers. I mean, not exactly, but kind of. I don't know. It just feels like she's holding back so much information, and you can see the wheels turning in her head. Probably doesn't matter, but I noticed the way she pivoted the conversation felt very rehearsed, like she had practiced what to say if anyone asked her why she was really there. Okay, wait. Let's talk about the real bomb that's waiting to drop. The Holden Novak situation. So, Nate finds out that Holden is Lily Winters' half brother. Wait, let me process this again. Holden is Lily's half brother. The Winters family tree is already so incredibly complex, with all the past paternity reveals. Remember when we found out Malcolm was Lily's biological dad instead of Neil? I think it was episode 12 or 13, somewhere around there in that classic era. Wait, no, that was years ago. I'm mixing up my timelines. Anyway, the point is, wait, what was the point? Oh, right, Holden. We are adding this whole new branch to the family tree. But the real question that is keeping me up at night is who actually tells Nate? The spoilers are kind of ambiguous here. Is it Stephanie who breaks the news to him, or is it Lily? If it's Stephanie, I mean, that would be a massive breach of trust, right? Or maybe not. I don't know. If she's his doctor or connected to the family in a professional way, maybe she feels Nate has a right to know since he's basically family and a medical professional himself. But if Lily tells him, oh man, the emotional weight of that potential scene. Lily is already dealing with so much regarding Malcolm's aplastic anemia. She's desperate for a bone marrow donor. So, finding out she has a half brother, that's huge because immediately your brain goes to match. He could be a genetic match. But then again, I read somewhere in my notes, the timeline stuff. It said the twins aren't a match for Malcolm, and Holden isn't either. Does that mean Holden is completely useless, medically speaking, for this storyline? Actually, wait, let me check my thought process. If Holden isn't a match, why introduce him right now during a bone marrow storyline? It has to be purely for the emotional drama of Lily finding out she has a sibling she never knew about right when she's terrified of losing Malcolm. It's weird, like really weird. The whole thing is just weird. Nate's reaction to the Holden news is going to be pure shock. He's a logical, analytical guy, so he'll probably start calculating the genetic probabilities in his head while simultaneously trying to comfort his cousin. Okay, I know I just said the opposite, but hear me out. What if Stephanie is the one who tells Nate because she needs his help to convince Holden to do something? Like maybe Holden is hesitant to get tested, and Stephanie knows Nate can talk to him, doctor to doctor. Or maybe I'm just overcomplicating it. I do that a lot. But the drama of Nate finding out this massive Winters family secret while just trying to have a normal day at the GCAC is peak Y&R. I just hope Lily is the one who gets to control the narrative because she's been through enough. Anyway, let's switch gears because my brain is actively hurting from trying to map out the Winters family genetics. Let's talk about Christine Blair Romalotti and Danny Romalotti. Okay, so they are currently on their honeymoon, right? And Christine has a big surprise for Danny. What could it possibly be? I am overthinking this so much, it's honestly ridiculous. Like, is it a baby? No. That doesn't make any sense for their current life stage. They've moved past that era. Is it a new house? A new world tour? I was trying to remember their past storylines, and Danny is a rock star, so maybe Christine bought him a recording studio, or maybe she arranged for a special secret concert. I mean, they are on their honeymoon, so it should be romantic and focused on them. But this is Genoa City, so a surprise could literally mean anything from, I bought you a very expensive vintage guitar, to my presumed dead ex is actually alive and living in our hotel. Okay, I know I just said the opposite, but hear me out. What if the surprise is related to Phyllis? No, that's stupid. Why would Christine ruin her own perfectly good honeymoon with Phyllis drama? She wouldn't, or maybe she would. She hates Phyllis with a burning passion that spans decades. But no, the spoilers say we hope it's a pleasant surprise. So let's stick with pleasant. It's just, I can't help but second guess it. Every single time someone has a surprise on this show, someone ends up crying, or someone gets blackmailed, or a building explodes. But maybe, just maybe, Danny and Cricket get a pass this time. They deserve some actual happiness after all the years of back and forth and interference from other people. Sort of, basically, I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop with them, because happy couples are boring couples in soap operas, right? Or maybe the writers are just giving us a nice breather before plunging them back into the misery. Probably doesn't matter, but I noticed Christine looked really giddy in her last scene, so I'm betting it's something purely romantic, like renewing their vows in some exotic location. Or maybe not. I don't know. Okay, now for the absolute messiest, most anxiety-inducing part of the week, the Michael Baldwin and Lauren Fenmore Baldwin situation. This is the stuff that literally keeps me up at night. I am pacing around my room at 2 a.m. thinking about Victor Newman's manipulative brain. So Victor is launching this massive, ruthless, scorched earth attack to take back the Newman family business empire from Phyllis Summers, the Summers conglomerate. He wants it gone, or rather, he wants it dismantled and brought back under the Newman umbrella where he thinks it belongs. And who does he talk to about this highly sensitive, highly aggressive corporate warfare? Michael Baldwin, his trusted lawyer, his fixer, his go-to guy for legally questionable maneuvers. Wait, let me back up. Michael is married to Lauren. Lauren just started a brand new job at, wait for it, the Summers conglomerate, working directly with Phyllis. So Victor is deliberately telling Michael about his master plan to utterly destroy the very company where Michael's wife just started working. Does Victor know Lauren works there? Of course he does. He's Victor Newman. He knows what everyone in town had for breakfast. So why is he telling Michael? Is it a test of loyalty? It has to be a test. He wants to see if Michael will leak the intel to his wife or stay loyal to Newman Enterprises. Actually, no. First, I should mention the history here, because you can't analyze this without the history. Michael and Lauren have survived so much. They've survived Sheila Carter. They've survived cancer. They've survived affairs and kidnappings. But Victor loves to play God with people's lives and marriages. He gives Michael this intel. Michael realizes, holy crap, the Summers Group is on the verge of total collapse because Victor is going to crush it like a bug. What does Michael do? He's bound by attorney-client privilege, right? Or is he? I don't even know if he's officially representing Victor in this specific hostile takeover, or if Victor just told him as a friend, but Michael is a good husband, mostly. So his first instinct is to protect his wife. He goes to Lauren. He tells Lauren that the company is going down. Imagine that conversation. Hey, honey, how was your first day at the new job? Oh, by the way, my boss is going to obliterate your company tomorrow, so maybe don't unpack your desk and maybe start updating your resume. I mean, it's objectively hilarious, but also deeply tragic for their relationship. Lauren is going to be furious, not just at Victor for being a ruthless dictator, but probably at Michael for being complicit in Victor's shady dealings for so long. She's going to feel like Michael is part of the machine that's trying to ruin her new career path. And then there's Phyllis. Oh my God, Phyllis. Phyllis is fiercely protective of her assets. She built the Summers Group, or at least she's running it now, and she's not going to just roll over and let Victor Newman take it from her. She is going to fight dirty. She's going to pull out every blackmail file, every secret, every leverage she has. And Lauren is going to be caught right in the middle of this massive ego clash. Will Lauren side completely with Phyllis and help her fight Victor? Or will she try to mediate? You can't mediate with Victor Newman. It's literally impossible. He doesn't compromise, he conquers. I'm just imagining the screaming matches Michael and Lauren are going to have in their living room. Michael, you have to stop him. He's destroying my friend's company. Lauren, I can't stop Victor Newman. No one can stop Victor Newman. It's going to be a corporate bloodbath, and I am absolutely here for it. But also, I'm stressed for them. Their marriage is usually so solid these days. Why do the writers have to mess with them? Probably doesn't matter, but I noticed Michael has been looking really physically stressed in his recent scenes anyway, like he's carrying the weight of the world. This is going to push him over the edge. He's going to have a breakdown trying to balance his loyalty to Victor and his love for Lauren. And think about the legal implications. If Michael tells Lauren and Lauren tells Phyllis, and Phyllis uses that insider information to block Victor's move, Victor is going to know immediately that Michael was the leak. Victor will ruin Michael's career. He'll have him disbarred, or worse, he'll just make his life a living hell. Michael knows this. He knows the risks of crossing Victor, but he also knows the wrath of Lauren Fenmore Baldwin. It's a classic rock and a hard place situation. Honestly, I don't know what I would do in his shoes. Probably fake my own death and move to a private island. Anyway, the point is, wait, what was the point? Oh, right. The corporate drama is going to cause massive, potentially irreparable marital strife for Michael and Lauren. And Nate is dealing with these huge, life-altering Winter's family secrets while just trying to eat a salad at the GCAC. And Christine has a surprise that I'm probably overthinking, but could be anything. It's all happening at once. The pacing of the show right now is just relentless. Every time I think I have a storyline figured out, they throw a curveball like the Holden half-brother reveal or Victor weaponizing Michael against his own wife. It's just, I love it, but it exhausts me. I sit here analyzing character motivations, like why Stephanie would dodge the Malcolm question but openly talk about Olivia. Is it just bad writing? Or is it a deliberate clue that Stephanie has her own hidden agenda? What if Stephanie is somehow working with Victor? No, wait, that's insane. My brain is just making connections that don't exist because I'm tired. But that's the beauty of this show, right? It makes you overthink. It makes you care about the minutiae of corporate law and genetic testing and hotel management. I need to go to sleep. My brain is completely fried from trying to untangle Victor Newman's 4D chess moves. But I'll be awake in 3 hours thinking about whether Danny's surprise is a new album or a puppy. It's weird. Like, really weird. The whole thing is just weird. But I can't stop watching.